Kev?
What's going on, Ant?
Chilling, man. Hey, y'all, welcome to another episode of the Movie Brothers. I'm Ant. This is Kev, aka MJ. We are reviewing the film Black or White for you today. This film is rated PG-13, has a runtime of 2 hours and 1 minute. This film is a drama. In this movie, we have Kevin Costner playing the character of a recently widowed and grieving grandfather who falls into a nasty custody battle over his biracial granddaughter.
This movie was directed by Mike Bender, who brought us Reign Over Me, the Damon Wayans comedy Blank Man, and Indian Summer. It stars Kevin Costner, Octavia Spencer, Anthony Mackie, the impossibly cute Jillian Estell, Andre Holland, and Mpho.
Just give it the college try, Kev.
Mpho Koaho.
Sounds good enough to me.
All right, I'm sorry, brother. I didn't mean to butcher your name.
We tried our best, man.
All right. What do you say we get into this?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
All right. How do we really feel about race in America? You'd think that a film about a man trying to gain custody of his biracial granddaughter, over the wishes of his very African-American counterpart, her grandmother, you would think that a movie such as this would address those issues adequately, but I'm not so sure.
Yeah. I've never seen so much meat left on the bone in my life. Better yet, poorly prepared meat. It's almost like, you basically have a situation where the hunter gets caught in his own trap. Where am I going with this? So this plot that Kev just laid out for us, what better plot to really address some race relations in America? However, we don't get that.
In a time when we really need that discussion.
When we really need that discussion, we don't get that. We get a bunch of lazy, cheap stereotypes that I don't think Kev really leave us any better off than when we showed up to see the film in the first place.
Right. When you talk about leaving meat on the bone, not only does it leave meat on the bone, the meat that it leaves there is pretty rancid. I'm just gonna go there right off the top. I'm just gonna go there right off the top. This movie missed out on a very real opportunity to address the issue of the racial divide in this country in a big way. It had that opportunity, it missed out on it. You've got two powerhouse actors in the way of Kevin Costner and Octavia Spencer, and they are totally wasted here on an uninspired script, that basically hangs the albatross around their neck that mires them, in stereotypes and tropes and things that we've seen a million times before in even lesser movies. This movie just does not hit the mark.
No, it doesn't. And Kev, I would argue and even say really four powerhouse actors, because you also have Andre Holland in this film, as well as Anthony Mackie, two of my favorite actors.
Great in 42, Andre Holland.
Yep, and also he's on the Nick Cinemax. I'm a TV fiend, y'all, so I'm up on the TV shows. But
and of course, Anthony Mackie needs no introduction.
Absolutely. So Mackie does a solid job in this film. Andre Holland, not so much. It's not his best work in my opinion.
I don't think that's his fault, and I really don't. I think that he's given a hackneyed script to work with that really doesn't flesh out his character at all.
I'll give you that. That's very well possible that it's just a poorly written character that he's portraying. I will say that, but whatever the case, it's definitely not his best work. The biggest problem with stereotypes that I have in this film is this: there are no black men in this film with any freaking redeeming qualities
at all.
Just the bottom line. The closest you maybe try to get there is with Anthony Mackie's character, who's an attorney, who is the brother of Octavia Spencer's character. However, guess what? No matter how well he speaks and how big of a career he has,
he's so articulate.
So articulate and everything and well spoken, but he has no moral compass.
No.
And the problem with that is just that's not our reality.
No.
That is not reality, we are working men. We're working black men. Every uncle with families. We take care of our kids. Every uncle, male uncle and cousin and out there, I know in my family, we all work and we've always worked. So this portrayal of these lazy crackhead, good for nothing, shiftless, trifling. We can go on and on and on with the adjectives, but I think you get where we're going with this. Is how black men are portrayed in this film, and it's ridiculous.
No,
it's
and
ridiculous.
it doesn't help that this film is chock full of these types of stereotypes, and they're culled from films like Boys in the Hood, New Jack City, Menace to Society, Juice, Poetic Justice.
Hey, I like some of those movies.
I know, but the bottom line is that I could go on and on about the stereotypes and how we are portrayed, cinematically, okay, and how this movie does nothing but take those cinematic stereotypes and elevates them. Okay. You've got Octavia Spencer's character. She lives in a household full of 50,000 black people, none of whom seem to have jobs, okay, who all hang out on the porch all day, okay, smoking and doing whatever, okay. Everything but working, okay, and these are the types of things that I just don't get. Not only that, you've got this lesbian couple, okay, that represent part of her family too, and they do nothing more than just hang around and show that they are in fact a lesbian couple. And what does this do? Represent diversity? Is that what this is supposed to do?
Yeah, I guess maybe they're just trying to put the diversity spin on there. What does that leave us with? I don't think really anything.
Right.
So why that's in there, I don't know.
In other words, really all it does is just it increases the level of fear that permeates the entire film. I mean, if there's a question about whether or not this child should go with Kevin Costner or Octavia Spencer, this movie is very clear in terms of what it feels like the best route for this child to go is.
Yeah. Another thing where this film tries to, I guess, put it black or white is socioeconomics.
Right.
And, where, hey, you have money, you have a good life. No money,
she gonna end up like a crackhead like a daddy.
There you go. And we know the reality of that, right? That's not real. And I mean, it's never that clear cut and dry.
No, there are hard-working people even in South Central Los Angeles. Okay,
right.
Not everybody who lives in South Central, is a gun-toting, drug-peddling crack fiend.
Yeah, you're right. Kev, what do you say, man? You think we can put some points on this thing?
Let's do it, man.
Go for it, bro.
Okay. I felt like this movie was stereotypical. I felt like it was insulting in a lot of ways. I think it does more to widen the racial divide in this country than it does to try to pull us together. I thought it was basically wasted film. I give this movie a 4 out of 10.
Hee.
All right, Mike. What about you?
I'm not as harsh as you, Kev. I mean, from an execution, I guess from a technical, the cinematography and all that good stuff. I mean, and especially the cast, who we talked about, I love them. And I thought that was all solid. Now, everything else we've talked about, that's where the flaw lies. And the biggest problem that I have, and we've talked about this before, is that African Americans are underrepresented in film.
Right.
And because of that, the few times that we do get to see ourselves on screen, we want to see something, something beyond just the typical freaking stereotype. We're not expecting the Huxtables on every doggone family. I mean, we know that's not true either. I mean, the Huxtables are not real.
And does this movie do anything to assuage whatever fears white America may have regarding blacks in this country?
No, it doesn't. It does not. So that's what it is. I think we still have a long way to go in how we represent each other in film. I give this film a 6 out of 10. There you have it. That's our show. Be sure to like us on Facebook.
Or you can follow us on Twitter at The Movie Brothers.
Yep, and make sure you subscribe to this channel. Thank you to all of you who interact with us on the on our YouTube channel. We respond on Twitter as well. We love it, so keep it up. And that's what it is. So I'm Ant. This is Kev. We are The Movie Brothers. This is the place, the one and only place where we bring you nothing but the real on the real. Peace.